Greetings, friends, and welcome to episode 26 of Mark's Vinyl Collection. This is going to be another recent vinyl finds. I hope everybody out there is doing well. It's been a pretty busy couple of weeks in regards to things happening around here. I just got back from taking my mother to get her COVID vaccination shot. Yay! So she's out of the way. Well, it's her first one. She needs to get another one in July. But the process has started. It hasn't started for me because I'm not in the age bracket yet who gets the needles. Anyways, you're not here for that. You're here for vinyl finds. So, what did I get over the last 2 weeks, I think it was, since I did the last episode? Well, I picked up quite a few things, surprisingly enough. I mean, there was a long while where I didn't pick up really anything. I was so busy doing music and making records and stuff like that. But one day I just started grabbing records to get out of the store when things started opening up again, and I found that I've missed doing it, so I've been, splurging a little bit more than I probably should. But anyways, let's get into it. So first up is a very interesting piece. This is a 7-inch Jon Anderson and the Warriors, the Lost Demo EP. Now, before Jon Anderson formed Yes with Chris Squire, he was in this band called the Warriors with his brother, Tony. There was a great book that came out not too long ago, and when you bought this book, you had the opportunity to buy this 7-inch. It came in black vinyl, and it came in an orange vinyl. I have the black vinyl version of it. Oh, that would help if I put it right way up. There it is. It's on Plain Groovy Records, which is a sort of specialty novelty kind of label. Getting back to the book, when you bought the book, you had the opportunity to buy this 45. It's pretty limited edition, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember how many copies they made, but it's not a lot. And there are songs here that were lost to time and that got remastered at Abbey Road. And some of these are just songs that are just really, really old as far as stuff that Jon Anderson did. This is 60s stuff, like early 60s stuff. And if you want to know more about it, then I suggest you get that book. It's the Jon Anderson and the Warriors book. I'm sure you can still find it somewhere on Amazon, but this is the 45, and I still think you can find this on Discogs if you look it up. And again, like I said, there's some great songs on here. I think one or two of them are in mono. I think one of them actually is in mono, sorry. And then there's like an instrumental of one of the songs. But the side A stuff is, all of it has vocals, and, you got to remember too, this came off of a 2-track tape that's really old. So they did an incredible job in making it sound, more than listenable, I think, for the ultimate Yes fan in your family. So that's me. I'm a big Yes guy, as you know. So Jon Anderson and the Warriors. Excuse me. Speaking of Discogs, pardon me, not Discogs. Speaking of Bandcamp, I've discovered quite a few record labels that have been but have been promoting their stuff online. And this label, I've gotten stuff from all the time. Heavy Psych Sounds. And I finally took a chance on one of their bands because I listened to a few minutes of one of the songs on one of their bands that they have in their immense catalog of bands. Excuse me. And I decided to grab this, and I know Zepp Pearl, who's in the VC, I saw that he had this in his collection as well. And that's, excuse me, Acid Mammoth Caravan. As you can see, it's still shrink. Now, the thing about this band, or this thing about this label, Heavy Psych Sounds, they're a label out of Italy. And every time they release a record from their bands, they always do these multiple variations of color vinyl. Like, they'll do like 100 copies of this vinyl, 1,500 or like 500 of this red vinyl, 150 of this mixed yellow and black vinyl. So I just got this color, because I thought it was very cool. I got the blue vinyl version. Again, I don't have it the right way up. There you go. Acid Mammoth. On the other side, they have a really cool label for their record label, Heavy Psych Sounds. Now, the thing that I was kind of a little bit concerned about, besides the fact that once again they're in shitty paper sleeves, I don't know why they do this. It is a huge pet peeve of mine. Put your product in good sleeves. Come on, guys. I mean, I know you're running a label, and sometimes it's pricey to do things when you're making records. I know I press my own albums, as well. But don't skimp on that stuff. I mean, people will think twice about buying from you, I think. Anyways, the thing I was concerned about with that is that it's pressed at GZ Media. I'm pretty sure it's the Czechoslovakian or the Czech Republic one. And their reputation isn't the best for making the best pressings because they're so huge. Their quality control is nil. But it sounded good. Plus, it's doom metal. So it's really huge, heavy guitars and drums. So if there is a pop or click, I highly doubt you'll hear it. So, but it sounds good. Excellent, great record. Love the band. I'm probably gonna get more from these guys. So yeah, great pickup. Acid Mammoth. Now, next up is my continuing efforts to collect my 12-inch singles from one of my favorite not new bands, but favorite bands that I've just recently started getting into more seriously, and that's Marillion. I got Garden Party, the 12-inch. With charting the single, and Margaret live. It's a nice, very long live version of Margaret. I think now I have all the singles from the first album, Script for a Jester's Tears. That's it. So I think I have all the 12-inch singles from that. Waiting on Punch and Judy and a few other ones coming in. So I'm trying to get all the 12-inch and trying to get the 12-inch UK ones. There are other 12-inch ones. There's a Netherlands one, and there's some other variations of the 12-inch single, but I like to try to get the proper UK pressings of it. That's there you go. That's the Garden Party 12-inch. Great stuff. I listened to it. It sounds fantastic. And next up, continuing with the Marillion theme, I saw this on one of my favorite stores to shop on their online store. This is Marillion B-Sides themselves. And this, as you would probably guess, is all of their B-sides on one album. So you might be saying to yourself, well, why are you collecting those 12-inch then if you got this? Because there's more things on there than's on here. I mean, you have Grendel charting the single, Market Square Hero, Three Boats Down from the Candy, Cinderella Search, Lady Nina, Freaks, Tucson, and Margaret Live. Margaret Live is on that one I just showed. Yes, there are, similar songs on here that are on the 12-inch, but the 12-inch singles sound better, to be quite honest with you, than these 12-inch 33 RPM ones. These are 45 RPM, the singles, so I kind of like getting those as well. These are on this is a Canadian version of it on the Capitol label. I think the reason why I got the Canadian one was because I just don't think that they had a version of this available from the UK. I think that's what it was. Don't quote me on that, but there was obviously a reason why I bought the Canadian one instead of the UK pressing of this. But it sounds good. I listened to it. Fantastic stuff. Loving Marillion. And yes, I like both eras of the band. I like the Fish era, and I like the Stephen Hogarth era as well. Now, another band that I've been starting to get into collecting stuff from, and that is Whitesnake. I love Whitesnake. Yes, I love the 87 and onward era, but I also like the earlier stuff when they were doing the more blues-based stuff, when they had members of Deep Purple in the band with Mr. David Coverdale, and Coverdale was also in Whitesnake as well, obviously. So the connection was there from the beginning. So what album did I get? I got Come and Get It. This is almost like, I would say VG++++, like almost probably excellent condition Canadian pressing of this record. It's a first Canadian pressing, actually. As you can see, you have Ian Pace, John Lord on there, as well as Mr. Coverdale. You have Marsden, and you got Moody, And of course you have on bass, what's his name again? Neil Murray. Yeah, great album, sounds fantastic. And this was pressed. The label was a. This is I think this is actually how you can tell it's the first pressing, because I think it's on this, yeah, the Miss Mirage record label. Mirage Records. Great stuff. Sounds really good. I listened to it the other night. I was rocking out in the man cave downstairs, and it sounds really, really good. No complaints at all. The record is completely spotless. Like, that's the one thing I like about going to this one guy who I always buy my records off of. He has a record store here in Mississauga area, and his records are always fantastic. So whenever I see that there's a record I like and he has it, I just go to him immediately without even second guessing it. I just go there because his records are always in tip-top shape. Speaking of tip-top shape, I got another record from his store, and it's another Whitesnake record. And yes, I don't have this, believe it or not, so I jumped at the chance to finally buy it on vinyl. It says Whitesnake, the 87 Blockbuster record. That sold like 8 quadrillion copies. This is a first pressing of it. This is not the reissue. This is the original version of it. And once again, an absolutely like near perfect condition. I was like in shock when I saw how good this was. Whoever sold their collection to him kept their records in phenomenal shape, and I'm very happy about that. It also comes with the original inner sleeves, which are also in excellent condition, as you can see. And the vinyl looks hardly played at all, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, this is a steal, because this record in particular, I have a real hell of a time trying to find original pressings of this, and there you go. Fantastic record. Side 2. Yeah, I'm very happy with this. With a little bit more information on here, but I like finding these things on here. What do we got here? Sorry, guys. Precision. So this is mastered at Precision. So that's probably Stephen Markison who did that most likely. And I think I see a DMM, which is a direct metal mastering indication of this. So yeah. In any case, it sounds excellent. Very happy with this record. Like I said, I've been searching for this album for a very, very long time. And to find it in this great a condition, the original pressing, I am elated, to say the least. Now, last but certainly not least, as I mentioned in my last video, I've been venturing into the world of jazz slightly. Like I said, I'm not a big jazz person. I'm not into all the different variation of you have hard bop and free jazz and this and that. To me, jazz is jazz. I mean, that's probably being ignorant saying that, but I don't know enough about it to know the variations. But what I do like about jazz, I like drummers. The drumming is my big thing in jazz, and so is guitar playing. So I finally found a record that tickles my guitar playing end of things, and I will show you that now. I got this as well from my good friend at his record store in Mississauga, and this is another Tone Poet. This is Grant Green, Nigeria. And if you look there, this also tickled another fancy of mine. I mentioned I love drums. This has Sonny Clark, who played piano on this. There's also Sam Jones on the bass, who did a great job on this. And of course, my other favorite, Art Blakey on the drums. So, wow, this was like a no-brainer for me to pick up. It's in absolutely stellar condition, obviously. It's brand spanking new. These are the new Tone Poets. Look at those. These are fantastic records. Of course, what's the big deal about the Tone Poets? For those of you who have been living under a rock and don't know, there you go. The Tone Poets are, taken from the original analog master tapes, recorded by Rudy Van Gelder, who is a legend, like I said before, in the jazz world. Mastered by Kevin Gray, Coherent Audio, and these were pressed and manufactured at RTI, and RTI is probably the best pressing plant you could probably get to and get your stuff done at. Some people might say Palace is one. Other people might also say Quality Records. Chad Kasem's place is probably the best too. It's all up for debate, but they're all great places. If you can get a record pressed there, you're laughing. And here is the vinyl. Beautiful, heavy vinyl. Yeah, and of course you have, Mr. Kevin Gray's initials on there and the Coherent Audio signature right there. Yeah, so there you go. Blue Note Tone Poet reissue. I listened to it, and this is again what I was talking about earlier. This is the kind of stuff that I enjoy in the jazz world end of things. Really great guitar playing, the bass playing and drums complemented very well. The piano is fantastic, but it's not shreddy over the top like nonsensical playing. Some great melodies, some great technical playing as well. Obviously they're great skilled players as well, but a lot of good melodies and themes that they play in these songs. So very happy with that pickup. So that's it for my recent vinyl finds. There's a lot more stuff coming in the mail from me now too as well. So once that comes, I'll make another video. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, everybody out in the VC world, I hope you're all doing well out there. And to all the people who just added themselves recently to the channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. If you're watching this and haven't subscribed yet, please do. I appreciate the subscribers. And yeah, I will talk to you guys all at a later date. So take care, my friends. Be safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.